Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to another episode of Conversation with Freedom. Today, I have a very special guest. On this podcast, I'm blessed to have beautiful, amazing women who are doing phenomenal work across the world. And I'm so honored today to be joined by Elizabeth. Elizabeth, welcome to my podcast.
Thank you so much, Freedom. I'm honored to be here.
You're welcome. For those people who don't know who Elizabeth is, please tell us more about yourself.
Oh, okay. Well, I'm the eldest of 4 siblings, and I started a business coaching teachers because I was a teacher for nearly 20 years.
Oh,
Yeah, I taught in Oxfordshire in England and in various places in England, and then in Egypt, and
oh,
then yes, for 2 years in Egypt, teaching
yeah.
music and drama and English.
Okay.
And then I came back and I've been head of music at St. Wistons in Repton, and I've been teaching primary children at the moment,
Yeah.
and coaching, training as a coach. So yeah,
Okay.
that's what I do.
What is it that you like most about teaching? Because you've been doing it for years.
Yes, I just love it when they have those moments where they just understand something for the first time.
Yeah.
That's the best.
And what are some of the challenges that you've maybe come across the years and you would like to share with us?
The challenges recently have been the COVID pandemic, because you've had hybrid learning. So you've had teachers in the classroom who've had to, they've had the key worker children in school to teach in the classroom, but they've also had children at home through the computer. So
Okay.
trying to do both has been a new way of teaching for
Okay.
a lot of teachers. Yeah. But I wanted to sort of coach the adults, work with the adults in education, which is why I trained as a coach. And now I'm working with well-being with teachers. And yeah.
Oh, that's so amazing. I've always asked my guests this. How do you juggle life and work balance? How do you go?
Oh, I make sure I have a balance by doing things that I enjoy as well as my work. I do things that are just hobbies, and that's how I balance it. I've got a 12-year-old as well.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's how I balance it. You just have to make sure you're doing a bit of what you absolutely love, be it writing or whatever your hobbies are.
Yeah.
Do a bit of that every day, and that keeps you balanced, in my humble opinion.
Okay. Now please tell us more about your coaching. What made you to get into coaching, and what do you like most about it?
Okay, so yeah, as I say, I was working in education for 20 years, and I kept seeing people who were pretty stressed.
Okay.
And I thought, what can I do to help the adults? Because there's a lot of support for the children, there really is, through the teaching, but where's the support for the teachers sometimes?
Yeah.
So I thought, yeah, and I wanted to be a psychotherapist initially. Yeah. And then I found coaching, and there's so much psychology in coaching that it fascinated me. So yeah, we've been studying transactional analysis, positive psychology, somatics, all these different ways of coaching people. And yeah, it really does make a big difference because it's all focused on the client,
Yeah. And ladies and gentlemen, she promised to do a song for us. So I think I think this
okay.
is please, if you have prepare anything for us, please.
Okay, I've done a song that I wrote for my mum. I wrote it last week, so this is the first time I've sang it. Sorry, my mum's Irish, so I've done a sort of Irish folk song style.
Okay.
So, okay. Through troubles and strife, you've battled through life, and time isn't always on our side. The raising us four was never a chore. You had 38 years as a wife. Aside from the sorrow we've left till we've cried, and no one could ever be closer. The strength that I borrow makes tall trees seem hollow. Your love is as Amazon wide. Through trials we have travelled, both near and both far, through obstacles, grief and yearning. Though time has been cruel, your love is the fuel that keeps our home fires burning. Aside from the sorrow we've left till we've cried, no one could ever be closer. The strength that I borrow makes tall trees seem hollow. Your love is as Amazon wide. For a while you were me, I didn't understand. And then I met the devil, and you came and held my hand. Through chapters we're living, your love keeps on giving, which is why you are so in demand. Aside from the sorrow we've left till we've cried, and no one could ever be closer. The strength that I borrow makes tall trees seem hollow. Your love is as Amazon wide.
Wow! Wow! How long have you been singing?
I've been singing since I was about 16, but yeah, not regularly till the last couple of years. Yeah.
Wow! Do you have an album or something? Or you just sing because you love it?
Yeah, because I love it.
Wow! Wow! I feel so blessed, and you have an amazing voice. Thank you so much.
Oh, thank you. I've only just started writing my own songs because I've always sang other people's songs. So that was the first time. Yeah.
Wow! What's your favorite song?
My favorite song? Oh, there's so many. There's so many. I wouldn't know where to choose. I love jazz.
Okay.
I love jazz music and folk music. And yeah, there's too many to say, really.
Can you please sing just maybe a 30-second for you, just a short a short song for your favorite song,
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay, really short. Okay.
Yeah.
Where Lagan Street sings lullaby, there blows a lily fair. The twilight gleam is in her eye. The night is all fair. And like a lovesick and she has my heart in thrall. No love I have, no liberty. Oh, love is
Lord. Wow. You are so amazing.
Oh, thank you, Rita. Thank you for having me. It's really lovely.
Wow. 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 I'm actually out of words right now.
Pardon?
I'm actually out of words right now.
Oh!
Who are you inspired by?
I'm inspired by life, experiences, and yeah, things that people go through. Yeah, because there's always it's hard when people go through a tragedy or something. It's hard when people say, oh, there's always a silver lining.
Yeah.
But it's about how you look at things. Like, been lots of things in my past, and I've sort of trained myself now to, instead of wallowing and talking and going around and round and round, I tend to sort of write a song about it and then move on with life.
Oh, how do you do that?
Just, you know, when your words just come out, when you're just writing about your thoughts.
Yeah.
They just come out, yeah. And then you feel better and you can move forward.
Do you have any advice for someone who's actually having tough time, who's struggling with whatever that they're going through? What kind of advices would you give them?
Oh, well, the thing that changed my life was when someone said you have to choose to be happy, and that seems really, really hard for a lot of people at a lot of points in their time, but it's really about keeping that mindset positive. You know, bad times do end and you can get through them. You just have to keep your mindset positive as much as you possibly can. That's the advice I'd give.
That's so true. That's so true, because there are a lot of people who are going through so much. Mental health, depression. People are just going through a lot. So that's why I asked you that question.
Yes, I went through depression myself, and that was the key moment when they said you have to choose to be happy. I thought, how do you choose to be happy? That's just ridiculous. But it's, and having studied a bit more about positive psychology and knowing how coaching works as well, it is a conscious choice that you have to make every day when you wake up in the morning, to choose your mood, to choose, you know, don't let your emotions take over, you control them. Yeah.
If it's okay with you, can you please share the experience with us? Not every detail, but the experience of you going through depression. If it's okay with you, please share with us.
Yes, of course, of course. So yes, I had a breakdown. It was basically burnout, teacher burnout I had, and I had a bit of a breakdown, which meant I lost my house and my everything, really. I had to start from scratch again. And during that time, there was a period of time where I was just sort of sitting in the house, not going anywhere, feeling very depressed, and like having a lot of problems coming to the door, you know, these people want this and these people want this. And and also the relationships around me had suffered because of me being so overworked. I hadn't put much time into the relationship. So when it came to being depressed, there weren't really people I could call on to make myself feel better. So I had to just do it myself. And it was that realization that you can do it yourself that changed everything. It was like, you make that choice every day. And that was the moment.
And we are thankful that you went through that and you are able to share with us the experience. Thank you.
Thank you.
Yes.
You're welcome.
How do you define success, please?
How do I define success? I think success is feeling gratitude and hope on a daily basis. I think if you're grateful for what you have a successful life.
Yeah.
In the UK years ago, it used to be, sorry, excuse that. it used to be sort of like, you'll go to university, you get a job, you get a house, you get a car, and that's success.
Yeah.
But that's not success. You can have all of those things and not feel gratitude or hope.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I think having gratitude and hope, regardless of your circumstances, that's your success. Yeah.
And then failure.
I think failure is just not trying to do something.
Yeah.
Because if you fail, it's just they call it first attempt in learning. FAIL. So it's just a case of failure is when you try something and it doesn't work out that time, but then you try it again and it does. So I'd advocate for failure. I'd say always do things that you think you're not very good at, because it's more fun to learn than it is to sit and not try.
That's true. Do you have any upcoming projects that you're working on that you would like to share with us?
Yeah, I'm working on, I'm going to start trying to write an album, which is going to be quite fun. Yeah! And I'm working on my coaching business, obviously, working on that. We've just done an event actually where we talked about coaching for educators and the benefits, and had some of my clients on there talking about their experiences. So that was fun. So I might be doing one more of those, but yeah, I'll be writing an album in the meantime.
Oh, we look forward to that.
Thank you.
Yeah. How do you deal with rejection and criticism?
Oh, that's a tricky one. How do you deal with rejection and criticism? Well, rejection, you're going to meet it, especially in when you're just starting out a new business, or if you're approaching people with new music, for example, you're going to get a lot of rejection. So it's just a case of getting used to it, not taking it personally, because you don't know what's going on in other people's lives. And then criticism, I think I always listen to criticism and then I'll analyze it and say, hold on, where's the evidence for this? If there's evidence, fair enough, you know?
Yeah.
If there's no evidence, then it's an opinion. And we're all entitled to opinions, but yeah.
That's so powerful. That's so powerful. Do you have any books recommendation, books that have helped you along the way that you would like to suggest for people to check them out?
Yes. There's one about listening, active listening, and it's called Time to Think by Nancy Kline. That's a really good book. That's about how to actively listen. And one that helped me when I was going through the depression is called The Art of Extreme Self-Care, which is by Cheryl Richardson, and that's all about looking after yourself. So that's a really good book. Another one that I'd recommend is called The Energy Alignment Method, which is by Yvette Taylor. And that's another, it's like a self-help methodology where you can reprogram your body's energy using your chakras and your aura. It sounds a bit airy-fairy, but it's really, really good. And yeah, you have lots of people standing with their arms up in the air saying, you know, I'm ready to be blessed with it's really good. It's really good. So there's 3 books I'd probably recommend. Yeah.
What's the dream for Liz? Or where would you like to see yourself in the next 5 or 10 years? Yourself
in the next 5 or 10 years? Yes. Oh, I'd like to be coaching, possibly from somewhere that isn't the UK, possibly because I want to build my business so that I can work it from anywhere, so that it's flexible and it's all, you know, so that's that side. And then I'd like to be singing regularly. That would be fun. And writing music, that would be fun.
So that's a great. Where can people get hold of you?
And get hold of me by going onto my website, or I'm on LinkedIn as well. So I'm on LinkedIn as Elizabeth Adamovich or Elizabeth Helen Coaching. And then I am on Facebook as Elizabeth Helen. And then my website is www.elizabethhelencoach.co.uk.
Okay. If some of the people who listen to the show would like to be mentored by you, would you agree?
Yes, of course.
That's so great. I will stay in touch and we'll just keep on communicating because it's so amazing and you're doing amazing work. I know that some of my people would like to get be mentored by you. Yeah, I really, really know that some of the people
that would be great.
would like to be mentored by you.
That would be fabulous.
Yeah. Do you have any advices for people who wanna maybe pursue singing as a career? I know that you just started, or what kind of advice would you give someone who wanna get into the music industry?
Oh, I say just go and do it. So that sounds ridiculous, but don't wait for somebody to say you're good enough.
Oh,
don't
why?
wait for somebody, and don't wait for somebody to give you a record deal, Go out there and do it. Go to your local places, say, can I sing here, please? And just sing and just do it and do it and do it. Because the worst that can happen is they say no. The best that can happen, they say yes. And then you're a professional.
That's so great. Liz, thank you so much for your time. Is there anything that you would like to share with us that I didn't ask?
I'm trying to think.
Yeah,
I think we've covered quite a lot, Freedom. I think we've covered quite a lot, haven't we?
Yeah, but we still have time. So if you have something that you would like to share with us, feel welcome.
I think we've covered everything, unless you've got any more questions.
Okay, this brings me to my last question, and this is the question I ask all my guests on the show. When it is all said and done, Liz, how would you like to be remembered?
Oh, wow. I'd like to be remembered as someone who brought happiness wherever they went.
No.
That's what I'd like to be remembered as. Yeah. And I think it's not about, when you die, it's not about the house you have and everything you can pass on. It's the lives you've touched.
Yes.
And the differences you've made and the people. So yeah, that's how I'd like to be remembered.
Thank you so much, Liz, for your time. I truly enjoyed talking to you, and I would like to have you again on this show. Please keep me posted on when you have a new project and would like us to discuss. Please feel free, because I would like to continue having this conversation with you.
Yes, I'd love that. Thank you, Freedom. Thank you so much for your time as well. It's been awesome.
Thank you so much.